Hello and welcome to today's video on the role of women in ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt was a civilization that flourished for thousands of years, and during that time, women played an important role in society. In this video, we will explore the different aspects of women's lives in ancient Egypt, including their roles in the family, religion, and the workforce. Before we start, if you are interested in our content, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Women in ancient Egypt were highly valued within their families. They were responsible for taking care of their children, managing the household, and ensuring that their husbands were well fed and taken care of. Women were also involved in the education of their children, teaching them basic skills such as reading, writing, and arithmetic. One interesting fact about ancient Egyptian society is that women had legal rights that were rare for their time. For example, women had the right to own property, make contracts, and even file for divorce. This was a significant departure from the norms of other societies in the ancient world. Religion played a central role in ancient Egyptian society, and women were involved in religious ceremonies and practices. Women were often priestesses who served in the temples of various gods and goddesses. These women were highly respected and were believed to have special powers and connections to the gods. One of the most famous examples of a female religious figure in ancient Egypt is Cleopatra. She was a powerful ruler who was also known for her beauty and intelligence. Cleopatra was a patron of the arts and sciences, and she was also involved in the religious practices of her people. Women in ancient Egypt were also involved in various occupations outside of the home. Many women worked in agriculture, as farmers, gardeners, and agricultural laborers. Women were also involved in the production of textiles, such as weaving and spinning, which was an important industry in ancient Egypt. Another interesting fact about women in ancient Egypt is that they were involved in the production of beer. Beer was a staple in ancient Egyptian society, and women played a crucial role in its production. They were responsible for brewing the beer and selling it in markets. The most important position held by women in ancient Egypt was that of queen. Queens in ancient Egypt were not simply the wives of pharaohs. They held significant power and were regarded as equal partners to their husbands. Queens were often involved in the decision-making process and played a crucial role in the governance of their kingdom. One of the most famous queens in ancient Egyptian history was Hatshepsut. She reigned as pharaoh for over 20 years and is considered one of the most successful pharaohs of her time. Hatshepsut was known for her ambitious building projects and her successful military campaigns, which expanded the reach of the Egyptian empire. Queens in ancient Egypt had many responsibilities, including overseeing the education of their children, serving as advisors to their husbands, and managing the royal household. They were also involved in religious ceremonies and were often depicted as offering gifts to the gods and goddesses. Queens were also important patrons of the arts and were responsible for commissioning many of the works of art and architecture that are still admired today. For example, Queen Nefertiti is known for commissioning the famous bust that bears her name, which is now on display in the Berlin Museum. The legacy of queens in ancient Egypt is still felt today. Their contributions to the arts, architecture, and governance of their kingdom continue to be admired and studied. In addition, the position of queen in ancient Egypt served as an inspiration to women throughout history. For example, Queen Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, was known for her intelligence, charm, and political acumen. She is considered one of the most famous queens in history and has inspired countless women to pursue positions of power and influence. In conclusion, the position of queen was the most important position held by women in ancient Egypt. Queens held significant power and were regarded as equal partners to their husbands. They played a crucial role in the governance of their kingdom, oversaw the education of their children, and were important patrons of the arts and architecture. The legacy of queens in ancient Egypt is still felt today and serves as an inspiration to women around the world. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.